If you want to make money online in 2024, you've got to be taking advantage of AI to help you create and achieve your goals. So for me, AI is all about speed, accuracy, and quality. So AI tools really have to be something that allows us to do things that we could probably do ourselves if we had the time, we had the knowledge, and we had the skill. But it's not just that. There have been so many AI tools released in the last 12 to 18 months that do incredible things and mind-blowing things that you never thought were possible. But the truth is, the vast majority of these tools are not particularly useful for the average person, or it's so niche that the inventor has to charge such a higher fee that it kind of defeats the object. No one's going to try it out. So in this video, I'm going to be presenting to you my favorite free to use tools that are actually useful. So the first one really ticks all of those boxes that I just mentioned about needing to have some sort of skill, and that is the creation of music. Now, if you're online, you're trying to make money, you're trying to create content, you're probably going to want music for one thing or the other. You know, you want to put some music behind a video, you want something to be pretty decent, but you want it to be royalty free. You want to be able to put it online in various different places and not get flagged for copyright. And mixed audio really helps us because we can create music using AI for free. It is super fast. Okay, so you can see here, you go to the site and we can put in upbeat 90s hip hop beat, and we can click on this prompt genius. What it will do is it will take what I've put in there and it will come up with a decent prompt, and you can see it's said a fitting musical atmosphere for an upbeat 90s hip hop beat would emphasize energetic rhythms, catchy hooks, lively samples, etc, etc. I'm just going to go over it. I'm going to click generate, and it is going to go through the process of creating it, and it should literally just take a few seconds. So there you go. It actually did that just after I'd finished. So we can actually click play and see what these are like, see if they're any good. Because you got to think how quick that was. That was so super quick. And we got 4 examples. So that was the first one. Second one takes a few seconds in order to play, but when it does, and there you go. You can see you can keep coming back. Now, what you can also do is when you do the prompt, you can actually click in there and you can upload an image. So you can see there that I actually uploaded an image of New York there. And then what it did was it created a prompt. It basically described what I had uploaded, a view of a city at night with a lot of tall buildings. And then it basically created music that way off of an image. Okay. So that's really good. You know, you can have unlimited generations, but you have a limited download. So you can see you've got free credits here, and you get new credits basically on a limited basis. Okay, but this is great for creating music. Keeping with audio, we're talking about creating authentic AI voices. And the best site for this is 11 Labs. This is so cool. You can go in there, you can type out whatever you want the AI to speak, and then you just come down here and you choose any of the voices that are there, and they sound super realistic in a variety of accents and nationalities.
The world is round. The place may seem like the end,
So that's super cool. But what actually makes this brilliant is that you can go across to voices here on the left hand side. You can click on add new voice and you can create your own voice based upon an existing voice. So if you can find someone that you want to replicate their voice, you need to get a minute's worth of audio footage. You can get this very easy. If you find a YouTube video, you can download that. Then you can extract the audio and then just upload, and it will instantly clone it. Okay, it will analyze the audio clip that you have uploaded, and then you're going to be able to go back in and select it as your own voice. This gives you a lot of opportunities. However, you've got to be aware that there are some voices that are no-go voices. You can see here there are a number of voices that you'll instantly get rejected because of obviously they've got their own AI algorithms baked in. They'll know that you're trying to copy someone specific. So if you're trying to copy presidents, etc., you are not going to be able to do that. Okay, so make sure when you're doing it, you're choosing a voice that is, not the most famous person on the planet, so to speak, because of the spread of misinformation, all that sort of stuff. Okay, but this is great for the ability to create AI voices that sound super realistic. Okay, so the pricing structure for that is that there is a free plan. You get 10,000 free credits, which allows you to create 10 minutes of audio per month. But even then, the upgrade is only 5, and it's well worth it. So the next one we're going to be talking about is the creation of images. This is the thing that's really blown up, and everyone really got excited about images a couple of years ago. The ability to type in a sentence and it instantly creates an image of what you said. Okay, you're not having to draw it or Photoshop something or whatever. You can decide in your head what you want the image to be of, and then boom, it creates it. Now, for me, my favorite free one is Leonardo.ai. This site gives you 150 credits. Okay, 150 credits every single day. It gets reset every single day. So that allows you to create so many images. Now, depending upon the settings that you choose in terms of size and some of the features, it will use more credits. So an image might be 1 credit, it might be 30 credits, okay? But most of the time, if you're creating images like what I've got on screen, this is going to be 2 or 3 credits. So that means you're going to be able to create, somewhere between 75 and 50 and 75 images every single day. That is brilliant. And if you look at one of these images that I've created, it's super cool. Super cool. And you can see the prompt that I just put in there: young warrior waking up at dawn, preparing for training with first light of the day casting golden rays over the Spartan training grounds. So you've got a really cool image, really easy. There's not much that you need to think about. But one of the things that I really like about Leonardo is that it has so many features. Okay, it has so many features. It has so many other things. A lot of these are in the paid section. Okay, but what I like about it is that on the homepage you've got these feeds. Okay, you've got these feeds that you can filter between trending, new, top, which is essentially the highest rated, and you can start flicking through and taking a look at some of these images, and you might see something that's like what you want to create. Okay, it's a super cool image, or it has a specific style, and you're thinking, how did they create this image? Okay, and you can click on it. Not only can you see the description, the prompt they put in, you can see all of the other factors they put in to create it, all the settings, okay? And then you can copy it, okay? You can use the exact same settings and all the things they did by clicking remix, and you can create an image using everything that they used, okay? You can obviously also go through and create your own feed of images by clicking on like, and then you can just build a library of images that you like, and then you can experiment, okay, and create these super cool images. So the next time we're going to be talking about obviously is the classic. Okay, it is the classic. It is ChatGPT. It's the one that really blew up this entire space a couple of years ago. And for me, I think it's still the daddy of the whole game. Okay, and this is the chatbot where you can ask it and it will respond to you in natural, understandable English. It creates content phenomenally quickly with high accuracy, but you have the ability to go back and forth and change the content, edit it, build upon it, expand upon it, brainstorm and create so many ideas so quickly in a way that you never would have been able to do using your own brain and a piece of paper. And you can see, just building upon the theme of the previous tool where I had the image of the Spartan warrior, you can see here that I've just gone in here and I was trying to come up with an idea for a short video, and you can see that I asked it for some ideas for those life lessons with a Spartan theme, and it came up and it's come up with 10 ideas. It told me what the lesson was, it gave me the theme. Really cool. And it did that basically in a few seconds. And then I've asked it to write a little 500-word story that could be for the video, and you can see it's put it there. And then I've gone back into it and I've asked it to split that up into 10 sections so that I can go back into Leonardo and create 10 images to help me build out that video. And you can see, this is all in real time. It's just done it instantaneously. It's gone through and it's read this story that it's just told me, very short story. You can see it's only 6 lines. And then it's split that up into sections. So it's split the first sentence and it's told me what that image should look like. And you can see we've gone through and it's done it for every single part. Okay, so this is what I really love about ChatGPT, the ability to brainstorm, create ideas, to write things that are clear and understandable, that have lots of facts and information that I would spend a long time researching and trying to work out on myself. So we're moving on to the next couple of tools. Again, we're still talking about creation and content, and this is one I really like, and this is Adobe Firefly. Okay, so this is the cloud-based part of the Adobe arm, and it's utilizing generative AI. But what I like about this one specifically is this generative expand. Okay, the ability to expand images. So we're going to click on that. Okay, and what you're going to see is that we've got this image here, and I'm just going to click back, and that allows me to come back to this page where I can actually upload one of my own images. Right, so I'm going to try this image here, and I'm going to go here to the left hand side and choose expand, and I'm just going to make it much bigger. Okay, I can go down to the bottom and choose the dimension 16.8 by 9. So you can see that we've created a much bigger image there. Okay, but we don't have the content here. All we're given it is this image in the middle. So let's click generate and see what it comes up with. Okay, you can see at the bottom, it's going to come up with a couple of potential ideas based upon the information that it has in the middle. And you can see there, boom. Like the first one, I think looks brilliant. That is so cool. So you can see I said there's 2 other ideas. Let's see what the other 2, see if they're any good. Quite like that as well, again. And the last one. Yeah, I think middle one, left one. I actually think the middle one's the best one. So we've been able to expand an image where there was no image. Okay, there was no information. This for me is what AI is all about. The creation of creation of content that just, the amount of skill that I would have needed to create that, the amount of tools that I would have had to have learned manually, and the time that it would have taken me to generate, and create all of this information, just would have taken an incredible amount of time. And you can see I did it basically in a matter of seconds. So that's a super cool tool. Right? So let's move across to the next one. And the next one also is Adobe, and it is Adobe Express. Okay. Adobe Express. Okay. And specifically, it is the remove background feature. Okay. You've probably seen loads of these before, where you can remove the background of an image. Okay. Remove the background of an image. But with Adobe Express, the image is actually of a decent quality. So let's take another image in that set and see how well it does. There you go. Awesome. We've got our warrior, and it has done a reasonable job of our guy there. And we're just going to be able to download it. Okay. Just like that. Okay. And as I've said, it keeps it in a relatively good quality, a similar quality to the size of the upload file. Whereas a lot of the other background removal sites that you will find just by Googling, the quality is really low. It downsizes the image significantly. And that nicely takes us into the last one, because it's all about finding tools that work with each other. And sometimes you'll create these images, they're not quite high quality enough. Okay, you want them much, much higher quality. And using a site like Upscale Media, you can really, really do that. So let's see if we can create or utilize one of those images from the set before. Right, so let's use one of our images that we've got. You can see this image was actually 479 KB. But the truth of the matter is, we look at this image here, and when you download it from Leonardo, the free version, it comes in a reasonable quality. It all depends on what you're using the image for. But we can see as we zoom in, we do get some pixelation, because it's, it's only 644 by 1176 pixels, which isn't too bad. But you can see here that if I go back, it has, if we look at that face there, it has sharpened everything up a little bit. Now, we can also upscale it to other settings. Now, some of the images, it allows you to do more in depth. Some it doesn't. It all depends upon the size of the image. Let's go for 4 times and see how it comes up. See if it is any better. Sometimes it will smooth things around a little bit too much, because that's essentially, it's trying to create a much sharper image. But I think that looks quite good. Okay, obviously it has added some lines, but you can see the face definitely looks more detailed. The hair definitely looks more sharper. So it's a really handy tool if your images are low quality. So going back through this video, it was all about utilizing AI tools that are actually useful, tools that you're probably going to use to be able to help you to create content online, whether that is music, whether that is voices, images, making those images better, coming up with text and story and scripting and ideas. It's all there, and we all utilize these free tools. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up.